I'm John Taube, lead authenticator of professional model bats for PSA DNA, the nation's largest sports authentication and grading company. My partner and I, Vince Malta, have been selected to authenticate the many historic bats that are found in the National Pastime Collection. I want to share with you our authentication process that determines the authenticity of the bat and if the bat was game used by the player. Each bat submitted for authentication and grading goes through a thorough 25-step examination to determine if the bat is a professional model game used by the player. Factors we consider include whether the bat was manufactured for the player during his professional career, its overall condition, any documentation providing provenance that accompanies the bat, and if the bat displays visible features that can be applied to the player. At the completion of the process, a grade is awarded. Our grade is based on a scale of 1 to 10 and determines the quality of the bat. To remove the guesswork from determining if the bat is an official Major League bat made for the player, we have as a reference Louisville Slugger's professional bat ordering records, their PBORs, for all the key players from the early 20th century to the present day. These detailed ordering records document each bat ordered by the player during their professional career. Entries include the model numbers, the dates and number of bats in each order, the bat's length, weight, and type of wood used. The records also are noted with any special requests the player may have. For vintage bats other than Louisville Slugger, we reference original factory catalogs, and for current manufacturers, we communicate with them directly. Vince Malta and I are the country's leading experts on the dating of vintage Louisville Slugger and Adirondack bats. Vince has published 2 books that identify the variations to the barrel brands that have appeared on Louisville Slugger bats from the late 19th century to the present day. Vince's work has been considered groundbreaking, and his Malta theory has been acclaimed as the most accurate method for the dating of professional model bats. Another invaluable asset to the authentication process is vintage photography. Period photographs tell us what type of bat was used by the player and what player characteristics we should expect to find. Once the model number, length, and weight of the bat have been located on the player's ordering record, we then examine the bat's condition and look for any alterations that might have been attempted to alter the barrel brands or knob stampings. Knob stampings include the model number of the bat or its weight. Several of today's bats have the date of manufacture or birth date, as well as the length and weight stamped on the knob. Once we have determined the bat is an authentic pro model, we then examine the bat for visible characteristics that can be attributed to the player. Player characteristics act as fingerprints that remove any question that the bat was used by another player. It is common, even at the major league level where each player has their own bats, for bats to be used by another player. A player may want to try a different model and use the bat of a teammate, or may run short of bats and use a teammate's bat of the same model. Whatever the reason, bats get used by other players. Player characteristics can be identified in 2 categories. First, those that are the result of pre-game preparation of the bat, and second, the resulting condition and appearance of the bat after it has been game used. A few examples of pre-game preparation are the taping of handles, the placement of a player number on the knob, the application of pine tar, or the scoring of the handle and barrel. Handle scoring, a roughing of the handle surface to improve grip, was favored by Hall of Famer Stan the Man Musial. And barrel scoring often appears on the bats of the great Babe Ruth. Barrel scoring was thought to give the ball added spin to increase its lift and distance after contact. Once a bat has been game used, in addition to the player's pre-game preparation, the bat will also exhibit various habits of the player. Knocking the dirt out of cleats, habits of Ty Cobb and Cal Ripken Jr., caused the barrel to be pockmarked with small gouges or depressions from the sides and soles of the cleats. Joe DiMaggio's consistent label-up grip and Babe Ruth's label-down grip result in a defined contact area on the left barrel above the player's name. To summarize, with the detailed player ordering records at our disposal, determining a bat to be authentic is fairly easy. Find it on the player's record at the correct point in time, and we've confirmed an authentic bat. Placing the bat in the hands of the player, that's another story. This is where the real work begins.